Right, it's the night before session. Basically, rivers are completely flooded. Um, it's not stopped raining all week. The River Dee is in the fields, and pretty much every other river is mega. So when it's like this, it's unfortunate because we've only got 2 weeks to the end of the season now. But there's not much choice. The canal's like chocolate, so tomorrow attention turns towards commercials. So tonight, just getting a few, well, 2 rigs, 2 or 3 rigs ready. My main approach tomorrow is going to be for silvers on an 18 for caster. I'm going to set up another rig, size 16 for corn and pellet. I'm going to take some ground bait with me as well, but the night before a session, got me hemp seed defrosting, casters are out turning, and yeah, just to get set for the session tomorrow. So we've got here now on the fishery, so there's plenty to go at. You've got ponds down there, ponds there, and there's plenty around. So yeah, just now to decide which one I want to go on. They're all pretty much the same, I think. But yeah. Right, just got on the peg now. We'll make a start. Plan for the day is fish a line here on caster and ground bait, and then just off that tree there is going to be corn and some pellet. So that's my bait tray for the day. Got some hemp to go in the ground bait because obviously there's a lot of nice roach in this water. So hemp from Cheshire Particle. I'm going to put some of this oil in the ground bait to add smell, and then caster. I'm just going to throw literally casters over the line there when I'm fishing and bait up there. I think I might start off the tree on a big bait just to sit it out for a bit and just keep flicking bait over that line there. But that's the plan for the day. And my uncle, he's just the other side of the tree. He's just had his first bite, so I'm going to make a start. It's the first fish of the day. It took ages to come. I had a few knocks on corn on the caster line. That's the first carp of the day. I'd say I was hoping for some roach, but there's nothing turned up so far. I got this guy back now. So just before we make a start, go over the rig. It's a size 16 barbless hook. I've got number 8 shots evenly up the line to a light float, which is a Chancy 4x12, and going up to the business end is Drennan bungee elastic in aqua. So just moved pools because we was on the other peg and had 2 carp, 1 bite in 3 hours. So just moved on to the middle pond, and so where we fished last time, and just started feeding caster and getting steady bites. So yeah, putting hemp and caster in. I've had 2 bites in about 5 minutes. That's the first decent fish on caster. As I say, I was hoping really for a day of silvers before I set out. I've no doubt a carp will probably turn up, but yeah, if the silvers are that quality, and you can see the slit coming off the hemp is really good. Really, you can see, it's a big plume keeps coming up, so you can see exactly where your bait is. But That's a fantastic fish for the third fish of the since I've moved. If he continues like that, we'll have a good day. So just feeding a cab pot with hempen casted in now. Just had my licence checked by the EA, which is great to see. And yeah, getting steady bites. And that, guys, is why you should have an EA licence. That is somebody getting the gear packed away for not having one. I think there's another guy up there as well. Speaking to the guys, there's a misconception that just by paying you don't need a valid licence, but obviously you do. And it's sad to see, because obviously the guy's got more than £25 worth of gear there. You know, this should be the first thing you buy every year. Good to see the EA, but sad to see people packing in because they haven't got one. Anyway, back to the fishing. First decent fish. First one that's pulling back anyway. A nice skimmer. And I say waiting a bit longer on the bottom for the bites, but the fish on the bottom is certainly a lot better. So the fish are really on it now. Literally on the drop, chucking 4 to 5 casters every cast, and a smattering of hemp to keep them in the swim. And bites are coming steady now. I have to keep changing the depth to keep them coming, but yeah, get the feeding right and they'll keep coming. It's always important when you're fishing to feed the swim, and as the float's been coming through the swim, as it's falling in full depth, loads of knocks like that. So if I'm going to shallow up, I'm literally going to constantly just see that, like that, constantly feed them like caster in the swim like that, and then over the top I want to feed the hemp seed. And what that basically does is gives me 2 options. I'm trying to get the fish up in the water with the hemp, with the caster, but the hemp seed will ensure that there's bait on the bottom if I decide to fish on the bottom and the bite straight up. So you get the best of both worlds, and it's been, you know, going steady. And again, getting roach steady now, all on the drop, feeding hemp and caster, literally so it's falling through the water all the time. And bites are coming, you know, getting bite shock now. So the hemp seems to be keeping them in the area. Every time I go on the bottom, try for a better fish, and then come shallow and getting these type of roach, which is what I come for today. These roach that are in Cheshire Fishery. So it's just a pity I didn't set up on the pool in the morning. And when you get it right and feed it right, even hybrids and skimmers come up in the water for the bait. I mean, I was getting these on the bottom on the hemp, but these are now moving up and through the water column for the caster. I say session's coming to an end now, but feeding 5 or 6 casters all over the top constantly, keeping the fish coming. It's the final net of fish, a few pound, all roach, all on caster. Considering most of them come from 1 o'clock, it's not a bad day's fishing. Right, I'm going to get these guys back now.